Hello students, welcome back in the online classes and this is subject EVS. Children, as you know that we have started with lesson number 14 inside the kitchen. So in previous lecture you have seen about how do we prepare food items. Okay, and we have seen that few food items we eat as it is means raw and some food items we need to cook. So we have seen why we should cook the food, what is the result of cooking and what is benefit of cooking the food, that also we have seen. So children, today we are going to see methods of supplying heat for cooking. Before going to see methods of supplying heat for cooking, we are going to learn two new terms. Here are two new terms in front of you. A combustible substance and second one is fuel. So children, let's see what is meant by a combustible substance. Children, it's very easy. A substance that can burn is called a combustible substance. So, you have to remember the word, the substance that we can burn. Okay, the substance that we can burn, that is called as combustible substance. Am I right? So, whatever substances are there around us and which we can burn, all are combustible substance. Okay, repeat after me, a combustible substance. So a substance that can burn is called a combustible substance. So which are the examples? Camphor. Camphor is one example of combustible substance. You know that what is camphor? In front of God we burn it while we do the aarti. That time we are burning camphor, correct? Hence it is a combustible substance. As it burns, it is combustible substance. Water does not burn. Do water burn? No, water is not combustible substance. We cannot burn water. So it is not combustible substance. So I hope you understood what is mean by combustible substance. Combustible means which we can burn and non-combustible means which we cannot burn. Now second word is fuel. A combustible substance that can be used conveniently for obtaining heat is called a fuel. So what is fuel? It is a combustible substance. Okay, fuel is a combustible substance, means of course we can burn it, and this fuel is used conveniently, means easily we can use. For what? For obtaining a heat, and this substance is called as fuel. Okay, means with the help of fuel we can obtain heat. Okay, we can produce fire with the help of fuel. Cooking gas, kerosene, coal, all are examples of fuel. As you know that cooking gas which we have in our kitchen, that gas cylinder, in that gas cylinder we from the gas cylinder we get the gas, and which we can burn very easily, conveniently. Okay, then that is an example of fuel. Coal, kerosene, that also you know what is kerosene, rockle, that we can use to produce fire. Okay, so however all combustible substances are not used as fuel. Only those which burn easily and give plenty of heat on burning are called flames. Fuel. Children, many are combustible substances, but all combustible substances are not used as fuel. Okay, what is fuel? It is a combustible substance. It is an example of combustible substance, but we can use it to obtain heat. Okay, but all combustible substances are not easily giving us fire or heat, and we cannot use it. So some combustible substances which give us heat on burning, or these are called as fuels. Okay, now children, we are going to see methods of supplying heat for cooking. Okay, here are a few pictures in front of you. In our textbook, page number 83, you can see here are some pictures, and let's see what is given in the textbook. Nowadays, many people prefer to use cooking gas as fuel. It is easy to use. It lights quickly. It does not give out smoke. Cooking on gas also saves time. As you know that this picture you can see, it is a picture of cooking gas, and it is a fuel. As I told you while explaining fuel that time, I told you it's very easy to use cooking gas as a fuel because it lights quickly, means it can give fire very fast. We are using oftenly lighter to to produce fire from the cooking gas. Am I right? So it gives us fire very fast, and also it does not give out smoke. It's not giving out smoke like when we burn wood, that time from that lot of smoke is coming out, but from the cooking gas smoke is not coming out. That is one advantage of cooking gas. And also one more advantage is cooking on gas also saves time. Okay, we can cook very fast on the cooking gas as compared to the fire which comes out from the wood after burning the wood. So such a type of use of cooking gas saves our time. Some people use firewood for cooking. Now we have seen this is the first method of cooking on cooking gas. Now second is what? Using firewood for cooking. In the picture you can see a lady is trying to produce fire from the wood, okay, from firewood. And burning wood is a troublesome task, and really from the face of lady you can understand burning wood is troublesome task. What is mean by troublesome? Troublesome means what? Very difficult task. It's very difficult to burn the wood, and it also makes a lot of smoke. Yes, of course, it makes lot of smoke, and that smoke is not good for our health. Also it produces irritation in our eyes. And besides, trees have to be cut for wood. And what is another disadvantage of that? We have to cut trees so that we can get the firewood. Correct? That is harmful for the environment, and it is not good for our environment because we need to cut the trees, because we are listening always that save trees, save trees. And if we want to burn the wood, that is not good. Some people use a coal burning stove. Now third type is coal burning stove, that is also called as shegdi. Okay, here are pictures in front of you, and it is a picture of coal burning stove. So in this we can burn coal. Coal also gives out smoke, and it also gives out smoke. Those who use fuels like wood or coal that gives out smoke must have windows in their kitchen. That way we get a lot of light and also prevent smoke from collecting in the house. So children, the people who are using such a type of things which gives out smoke, burning firewood or burning coal, in these cases lot of smoke is produced. And when such a type of smoke is produced in the kitchen, and if it is if there are no windows in the kitchen, and smoke will be collected in the room, and it is very difficult for the lady to stay in that room with the smoke, and it is not good for her health. It will produce some respiratory disorders also. So children, wherever people are using coal burning stove or firewood, in such a type of cases they should have windows to their houses so that smoke will not be there, will not collect in the house. Fourth type is some people are using kerosene stoves for cooking. Kerosene stove, all of you know that. Kerosene, rockel. The stoves which are burned with the help of rockel. So you can see in the picture. Nowadays we also get hot plates for cooking on electricity. They are very convenient to use. So children, next type is using hot plates. So these hot plates, you can see an electric hot plate in the picture. Such a type of hot plates are there in the houses of many people. So people are using this, and it needs electricity, okay, because it works on electricity. And this is also one more type which is very convenient to use. It's very easy to use because it doesn't give smoke, and it help to cook the food very fast. Some people use biogas. Next point is biogas. Some people are using biogas also. So what is mean by biogas? In the biogas we need to put the animal dung, and from the animal dung we get the gas which is produced through animal dung, and that gas we can use as a cooking gas. Okay, that is also one more type. Next type, some people use the heat from the sun for cooking. They use the solar cooker. Next type is solar cooker. Okay, here are some pictures of solar cookers in front of you. So this is the structure of solar cooker. We have to put our pot into that, and we have to put these solar cookers into the hot sun so that we can cook our food in the solar cookers also. This is the another method of cooking. So today we have learned methods of cooking. I hope you understood